I'm huddled in my oversized cardigan with half of my blonde hair pulled up in a messy knot and a romance novel in my hands. It goes without saying that I'm in no way prepared, mentally or physically, to face the most notorious member of Clement University's beloved basketball team. Vincent Knight is fearsome. He looks far more like the ex-mafia romantic lead in my novel than a college athlete. Except, maybe, for the sling supporting his left arm and the bulky brace wrapped around his wrist. "Hi," I blurt. "Can I help you?" A muscle in Vincent's jaw ticks. His right hand, the one not cradled in a sling, is clenched so tightly around his student ID, it must be carving into his palm. "I need some 19th century British poetry." The timbre of his voice, lowered to a library-appropriate volume, cuts through the quiet and hits me square in the chest. I suppress a shiver. "Sure, that'll be on the second floor. If you take a right when you get out of the elevator and follow the signs, it's all the way back by the—" Vincent cuts me off. "Can you give me any specific books?" It's a totally standard request. The tinge of annoyance dripping from the words is nothing new either. It pales in comparison to what I see during finals, when a combination of sleep deprivation and desperation brings out the worst in humanity. There's really no reason that one brooding basketball player should make me feel like I'm melting with embarrassment in my seat because he needs a reading recommendation. Abruptly, I remember the romance novel in my hands. My face burns as I roll my chair forward and shut the book, pressing it cover down into my lap and praying that Vincent Knight can't read upside down. "Our overnight librarian is actually out right now," I tell him in my most polite customer service voice. "Do you want to wait for her to get back, or—" "Are you not qualified?" My mouth shuts abruptly at his curt tone. Vincent Knight must be used to getting what he wants when he whips out the condescending remarks and the steely glare I've only ever seen him use on the court. I'll admit that I'm intimidated by the size of him, by the weight of who he is and how everyone at Clement knows his name, by the cool intelligence glinting in his dark eyes. But I'm not about to let him push me around. I'm in the honors English program. If anything, I'm overqualified. "Great," Vincent says, unmoved. "Lead the way." Unfortunately, leaving this desk to help cranky kids with their homework isn't in my job description. Vincent's eyes shoot up with surprise. He cuts a glance at the tables in the atrium, where 2 or 3 of the late-night studiers have looked up from their laptops and are staring at the star of our school's basketball team like this is the last place in the world they expected to see him on a Friday night. Which leads me to wonder why, exactly, he's here with one arm in a sling and a pressing need for British poetry. Especially since the rest of his team is supposedly throwing a forbidden party at the basketball house.